Hey everybody, this is Lady Mirabella from ORANUM.com. I just wanted to talk to you for a few minutes concerning dreams. A lot of you come to me for dream interpretation and cannot figure out why everything is so cryptic to you. In other words, why are everything based in charades and picture messages and things like that? A lot of times it seems like, well, maybe you're not supposed to know, or maybe it's too hard for you to figure out, or it's not meant to be known. But really the case is that in terms of spirituality, there's lots of different levels. And for people who maybe don't jump into their spirituality that much, would have a really hard time understanding some of the dreams. Some of them are a little bit straightforward. And when I interpret them, they go, yeah, I guess I could see, how that would come about. And other times it's way more spiritual than what you would figure. But you have to remember that God created everyone with a mind that had the ability and the capability to become more spiritual. And spiritual growth is a process just like anything else in life. We have to work at it, and we have to try and grow each day and become a little bit more spiritual so that we can understand things that were really meant for a spiritual mind. I'll share a story with you briefly. A lot of my customers have heard this story already. I actually was injured in 2008. I fell down a flight of stairs and I was taken to the hospital. I had some nerve damage in my hip and I wasn't able to walk, so I was bedridden for about 2 days. And I got up and I realized that I really could not walk without having pain, so I continued to be bedridden for about 2 weeks straight. The pain actually was so bad that I had really spoken to God that night, and I said to him, I really want to come home. I want to go to heaven because I cannot take the pain anymore. God and I have always had a very close relationship, and I really felt from my heart that I wasn't going to get better at that time. So having said that, I went to sleep that night and I had a dream, and it was an astral travel. Actually, it was a lucid dream where I was taken to a beautiful old-timey theater with red velvet curtains, and at the back of the theater there was a gentleman who was probably a little bit younger than me standing next to me, and we were both looking over a bed at a lady who was older, and she appeared to be dead. And he looked at me and he said, "Do you think she's dead?" And I said, "No." And she opened her eyes that instant and she said, "You're right, I'm not dead." Immediately after that, God took me to the Akashic records, not to show me the book of life, not to tell me that my life was over, but to tell me that this is where it is that we find out what our purpose is in life. We only find that out after we pass away. Fortunately, God had more plans for me and decided to bring me back after showing me the beautiful Akashic records where my book of life and your book of life is also kept. If you want to know about the Akashic records more, come into my chat and I'll speak to you about it, and I'll let you know exactly what I feel and what I believe and what I've learned from other religions and just different spiritual interpretations that I've done for other people. I can interpret your dreams as well. Any dream that you have, you can just write it down in detail as much as you want, and we can interpret it. But getting back to my dream, the interesting part was after I woke up from that dream, I was completely healed. God healed me. And he also led me to a place where I could help other people, and that's ORANUM.com. So I ask you to just please join me in chat whenever you feel like it. Join my community page on ORANUM. It's Lady Mirabella. And also, anytime you need me for private, just click on the yellow button and I'll be there to help you. Take care and God bless.